welcome back to CraftedBricks. Simon here. In this video, we're going to take a look at this really fun and beautiful Lego built version of Rick's ship from the animated series Rick and Morty. Now, if you're a fan of the show like I am and you like Lego, you definitely have to build this model. It's such a delightful and good looking piece, and I think you'd be really happy to build it and have it in your collection. The design for this model comes from Jack from the BrickVault team, and he's published instructions that you can actually download and purchase on his BrickVault.toy store. And I'll put a link to where you can find those instructions in the description of my video. The model itself has 478 pieces, so it's not an expensive or a large model, but it really is a good looking and quite a delightful piece. I'm going to take you through a speed build type sequence now so you can actually see the model come together. And right after that, I'll come right back and we'll do some close-up views of the model, and I'll give you my thoughts and opinions on this beautiful and fun custom Lego model. In this close-up view, I'm just going to rotate the model on my turntable here to give you a good look at this beautiful custom Lego model. Right after completing the speed build, I decided to hunt around for the additional parts to build the sail or the flag detail that you can see on the back of the model here. And instructions for that flag detail are included with the instructions provided by BrickVault. As you can also see, I've mounted my model on one of the clear acrylic wicked brick display stands, one of the ones with an angled top plate. And that just gives the model a look like it's flying around at some sort of weird angle like you would actually see in the animated series. But overall, I think Jack has done a superb job with all of the details of this particular model. They're actually quite authentic to what we see for Rick's ship in the series, like the landing gear, the yellow striping and the shape of the body, the garbage bin engines, the headlights at the front, and of course the bubble cockpit where we can see Rick and Morty quite clearly going on one of their crazy adventures. This is what the model looks like when it's seated on its landing gear. It'll roll back and forth very readily. It's a very smooth and easy action. In this mode, however, you will need to omit the bulb type elements from the center and the underside of the model. to allow the model to sit flat on its landing gear. If you want to display this model in a flying mode, you can include those bulb elements, and Jack has provided in his instructions the build steps required to build a Lego built display stand to display this model in a flying mode. The bubble windshield of the model does open up so you can actually view all the details of the interior cockpit of the model, and of course check out these beautiful Rick and Morty minifigures. Now these two minifigures are not official Lego minifigures, they're actually counterfeit type figures that I found on eBay. But I highly recommend, if you are deciding to go ahead and build this Rick Ship custom Lego model, that you hunt down minifigures like this. I just think it adds a whole level of character and authenticity to this model that you would really need. Now, although the quality of these two figures is not on par with official Lego minifigures, I think they are good enough. And I particularly like the really excitable and slightly crazed look of the faces on these two minifigures. The instructions for this model are very clear and are well laid out and are very easy to follow. I did, however, have one issue with this build that I want to talk about briefly now. At step 29, you're required to attach an assembly with the bubble windshield to the underlying body of the model. Unfortunately, the attachment in the way that's been specified in the instructions just doesn't work correctly, doesn't fit, and it's also not well supported. So I've made a number of minor changes to step 6 and 12 in the instructions that will correct this. Rather than going over everything in this video, I'll write up a short description of my changes and include them in the description of my video. And you'll find this to be really useful if you're also deciding to go ahead and build this model yourself. That's all from me from this video. I really hope that you've enjoyed watching the video and also seeing this beautiful custom Lego Rick Ship model produced by the BrickVault team in detail. I can highly recommend this model, and I hope that you've liked the video. If you have, please give it a thumbs up. And if you'd like to see more videos on custom Lego models like this or modifications to existing sets, that's what my channel is all about, so please consider subscribing. I'd really love to have you on board. Until I see you in the next video, happy building, happy modding, and take care.